What's up, guys? You're watching Poot's Garage. This week, we got to figure out how to cut some fenders as cleanly as possible. So if you watched last week's video, we kind of tested the suspension out a little bit and we found some more areas where our tires are rubbing. So we got to cut that, we got to make some room. We got to make clearance to get these big things to fit because we're only running 5 inches of lift, but 40-inch tires. Now, if you're like me, trimming fenders on these square body Chevys is really hard to do and make it look good. The body lines are real simple on these trucks, but it's real easy to mess them up. So whenever I'm cruising around online and I'm looking at trucks and different things and how people are doing stuff, the fender trimming is just like, ooh, it makes it or breaks it. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna make it look horrible, but we're gonna attempt it anyways. Hold up. You didn't think we were gonna skip the map, did you? So this week we got 20 locations to put on here. For all the new people out there, what we do is you comment where you're watching from and I'll put a red pin on the map. So let's get to it. First up this week is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Then Springfield, Missouri, Harrisville, West Virginia, Petaluma, California, Jasper, Georgia, Spring Hill, Tennessee, Grants Pass, Oregon, New Jersey, Monmouth, Oregon, Swan River, Manitoba, Canada, and it is literally at the edge of my North American map, but it's on there. Vancouver, Washington, Laredo, Texas, St. George, Utah, Kansas City, Kansas, Danahatso, Arizona, which is part of the Navajo Res, Socorro, New Mexico, Canyon, Texas, El Paso, Texas, Tyler, Texas, and last, sorry if I mispronounced this, East Carondelet, Illinois. So that's all the pins for this video, so keep calling out them cities, them states, them countries, whatever you want to represent. And by the way, the only state we don't have yet is Hawaii. So if you're watching from Hawaii, make sure you pipe up. So this is the front. This is obviously what we need to cut. Our major rubbing issue is in the back of the fender here, and this is the trouble spot. Now, tons of people cut these fenders out, and I don't know what they do to make it look weird, but I think it's because they start up real high, and they just make it an angle all the way back, and just having that rearward slope, it like, I don't know, it just throws off the whole body line. It just looks goofy to me. So I'm gonna try to start a little lower, so you keep the curve, and then come straight off that curve. Hopefully that'll kind of keep things in a little bit more appealing look. And you can see I got the tape kind of put on here. I think I'm gonna have to go just a little bit more, maybe another 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch at the bottom there, and then taper our way up. But that's kind of what we're working with. I don't know yet. I still gotta play with it a little bit and come up with a final plan. Over here on the driver's side, I was kind of playing with a little bit something different. I was kind of curious if I cut it straight across, right to the trim piece, and then came down, if that would help it at all, but I don't like that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think probably the most appealing way to do this is really to cut this entire body line off, this little flare around the entire thing, so to go up and around the whole thing. But I don't want to do that much just yet. If I don't have to, I don't think I need to. So I don't want to go that far yet. I just want to do the bare minimum for now. So we're just going to try to trim off the back what we need, and then we'll have to go flex it out again and see how it works out and if we need to do more. But probably the best way to do it really is to get rid of this body line up on top here and then just make an all new cut. That kind of, I think, makes it look a little cleaner, but then you kind of lose some of that factory, you know, appeal. All right, so after much deliberation, I think I've decided I'm just gonna cut it just like this. I'm not even gonna follow the curve. The curve's gonna keep its naturalness, and we're gonna kind of use the two-tone body style to kind of break it up, and then we're just gonna lop it off like that. I think that's gonna work out pretty good. But worst case scenario, if I don't like how, you know, angle it is, I can extend it up further. You know, I can cut a little bit more and just make it straight without going any further on the bottom. So I don't know. We're just gonna cut it and just, I guess, see what happens. Fenders have like an inner and an outer piece, so you kind of got to cut through a bunch. Plus I got the inner fender that I got to cut. That's not what I just said. I don't know what I'm saying then. Spot weld holding it on there. Whew, there's one piece. Can't go back now. We got a couple more pieces off, so now we can see a little bit more. You can see I cut the inner fender. If the focus will come in on that, it's kind of dark in there. But the inner fender is cut up now. You can see my beautiful shackle and the upgraded shackle mount in there now. Focus, focus. There we go. So this piece here that I'm kind of working on is actually part of the fender. This is all part of like an inner and an outer fender piece. I was thinking this was mounted to the cab itself, but it's not. I don't have to worry about that. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to cut this out because it is pretty significant in there. So I kind of gotta make it look decent once I cut it out. So we're working on it. Woo-wee. Where are we cutting? There. That's cut. Woo. All right, the deed is done. That is it. It actually doesn't look too bad. I'm not too worried about that. I think in all, it's not anything too crazy. You can still see the upper contour is the same. You know, something about the two-tone kind of breaks up the cut too, I think. So I don't know, I'm happy. It looks decent. Now, I'm not completely finished. I gotta clean everything up still, but that's the rough of it there, you know. Can't really see much in there, but yeah, I gotta clean things up, paint stuff. Then we gotta test it out to see if it's enough. Hopefully it is, because I don't want to cut any more than I have to. I can imagine maybe I'll have to cut more of this inner fender. That's no big deal, so we'll be okay there. But I like it, I'm happy. Now that the driver's side is done, we gotta jump to the other side and try and do the exact same thing. Before I go over there, I want to show you something real quick though. I was kind of brushing some stuff off and I noticed, holy cow, I got a nice spot of Bondo right there that we cut right through. So yeah, just another piece for people that think I'm cutting up a pristine, rare truck. Yeah, it's kind of rare, but it's not pristine, that's for sure. Just about every piece of metal I've cut off so far has been rust or damaged, so even the bed and everything. This truck is a mess. So let's go to the other side and do that one. So this side, I took various measurements, and that should be just about identical to what we did on the other side. So we're just gonna whack it off and see what happens. So I was getting a little aggressive on the cutoff wheel here, and I broke the center of the wheel right out of it. Check this out. It is still stuck in there. So just a reminder, when you're using these cutoff wheels, don't get crazy cranking them at funky angles and shoving them in. You gotta go easy. You just gotta let them cut and just do their thing and make lots of sparks. I was getting in there a little too hard, so my bad. The second fender is done, passenger side is done, driver's side is done. We have this thing trimmed up. We got plenty of clearance now, I hope. So we do have to take this thing back out and try it out. But unfortunately, I'm out of time this weekend, so we just kind of get to stare at it and whatnot. It's late on basically my Sunday night, even though it's Saturday, but it's my Sunday. But I do like, with trimming the inner fenders, you can see the shackle, that looks good. You can kind of see the fresh bolts I got in there for that upgraded spring mount, all that good stuff, so that's pretty cool. Things I don't like is obviously it's just what you gotta deal with is now you just have this thin sharp edge here. You lost your nice rolled over fender look, so you know, obviously you just kind of have to deal with that. But for the most part, I think it's good. It looks aggressive. It doesn't look too goofy because we kept the top profile. I think that looks cool. It does still have a slight amount of flare out here from the factory, you know, piece that comes way out. So I don't know. It seems to look okay. I think it's fine. So in all, I think it looks really good. I think we did an alright job. It's about as, to me, good as you can get with these square body fenders, besides cutting them way out and making your own profile all the way around to make it look the same. But I think that looks decent and I'm happy with it. So this weekend was kind of a drag for me. I didn't get a whole lot done. This is unfortunately all I was able to get done. I've been kind of sick, to be honest. I don't know, I've been kind of funky lately. I don't know if it's the allergies that are popping up, all the sagebrush is blooming out here in Nevada, or I got something else going on, but I don't know, whatever. We pulled through and we did something this weekend at least, so I can get a video out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as much as you guys can, because I really appreciate it. And my previous videos, if you see my little affiliate links for product reviews, make sure you guys click on those and hopefully you like it and buy something. Other than that, I will talk to you guys later.